Paul, we are sitting here with the author of Just Give Me the Damn Ball.
Yeah.
You've had some contract talks yourself. Do you like this approach from George Pickens?
I've always been a believer. Anytime you can secure your bag when you can get it, get it. Now, if Dallas wants to offer him an extension of some sort, he should explore that. But this could be a situation to where he may not want to be in Dallas long term. You know, and he's betting on himself to go out here and have a great year. He figures he's going to be in a pretty good system, pretty good quarterback, some stability there to where he could put up some big numbers. And then from that point on, he can make some good money on a long-term deal. So, you know, there's a number of things that he has going for himself. He's young, he's talented, and so I don't mind him having this approach because, like I said, he could very well not want to even be in Dallas. Because remember, he got traded there. So that might not be one of his destinations for the long term.
Where is he? What's college he go? What's college? You know what college he went to?
Where did Pickens go to school?
Yeah, I can't. My brain. They're looking at that hit.
Georgia?
Yeah, that's right, Georgia. So I was just thinking about the region because what Paul was saying about maybe wanting to be there. Everybody, when you in Dallas, you really enjoy Dallas as being a Dallas Cowboy. It's a no-tax state. You get treated well by the organization. Mm-hmm. You have an opportunity.
Make a lot of money outside of
Make a lot of money if you're successful outside of being a Dallas Cowboy. Here's what I would say. If he likes it, I love it. But what I will say is when you go early, you're going to give up something when you go early. Meaning, like, if he takes a deal right now, it's not going to be the same deal that he would get at the end of the season if he's productive. Risk versus reward. I'm on the side of what does the numbers look like? Let's figure it out. Let's see what they're talking about.
Right now, huh?
Yeah, let's just see, because I'm, you know, man, anything.
Man, you know. We just played?
Yeah, anything. Anything can happen. The quarterback can go down and you messing around with the backup to the backup to the backup. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, your year looks different. You see what I'm saying? Or you could accidentally miss some games for whatever reasons, and then they're looking at you different. So I'm always of the belief, no matter what industry I'm in, I'm ready to get mine now. I don't want to mess around because anything could happen,
right,
Joy.
Right.
And I understand risk versus reward. You give up something. If he's willing to give up something, Jamar Chase wasn't willing to give up anything. So Jamar Chase bet on himself and had a Triple Crown record-breaking year and became the highest non-paid quarterback because of that. But, you see what I'm saying? It's a but to it. All of a sudden, you're not doing exactly what the Dallas Cowboys and Schottenheimer want you to do from an offensive standpoint of running routes, and they just continue to feature CeeDee Lamb. Now you have one of those meltdowns that you've had in Pittsburgh. Now they looking at you going, and everybody else look. So it's just a weird thing. But again, if he like it, I love it.
You wouldn't do this, though.
Oh, my God, no. No, I don't play that game. We're going to get to a number that's going to make me happy because all it is about me being happy. It ain't about everybody else being happy about the damn money I'm making. It's about me being happy about the money that they're giving me.
So do you think it is actually a good decision then? Because all things considered, like, you want to go into the situation assuming it's the best case scenario. Dak stays healthy. They dial up the offense in a way that you can have the numbers and the targets that you need to be able to hit that kind of number where you wait and it makes it worth it. Like, all these things, you stay healthy. All these things have to align.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
and it's a risk versus reward.
Right, or you take a little less now.
I probably would, me personally, I'd probably take a little less now. But what's that less, though? Can't be giving me 15 and everybody else making 34.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you coming to me with 28, we can have a conversation. But don't be coming to me with 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Paul? Playing that game.
Dallas has the leverage right now.
Well, if you got it depends on the conversation. What does the structure look like? How many years? What are we talking about? What's the guaranteed money? When are you paying me?
Get to the guaranteed money.
Where's the guarantee? I need that guarantee.
What the hell?
Guarantee.
You gonna work for free?
I don't work for free.
No, I'm just saying. Why? He making $3.6 million in the real world. That's a hell of a lot of money. But in the professional athlete world in sports, that ain't nothing. That's nothing in the athlete world. 3.6.
No, not a number 2 receiver.
And here, just take it. Look at it this way. Pickens, just off the top of my head, Pickens probably got about the same amount of numbers as T. Higgins at the same amount of time that they've been together in Cincinnati.
Last year, he played 14 games. He had 103 targets, 59 receptions, 900 receiving yards.
That's about what T. Higgins had last year.
3 receiving
And T. Higgins got $30-something million or whatever it is. That's all I'm saying.
But he's with a new team now that has a number one
I
receiver
get it.
that they just paid.
No, I get
so.
But Cincinnati has a number one receiver that they just paid.
But he's their guy.
That's not my problem. If I'm Pickens, that ain't my problem.
I agree with you.
I want my money.
I agree with you. Well, let's talk about his old team. The Steelers are still waiting for Aaron Rodgers to make a decision for 2025. Team OTAs are just a few weeks away, and they don't have their quarterback situation set. One of the team's minority owners was recently asked about the Rodgers situation, and he said that it's, quote, a more complex situation than artificial intelligence. Key, name an artificial intelligence app.
Tad GPP?
Tad GTT.
Ain't that one?
Pat PPP.
Pat PPP?
Yeah.
PPP.
Chat GBT.
Chat
GPT.
Chat GTP.
GPT.
GPT.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You better learn.
I don't need
their
that
name,
stuff.
Because when they take over the planet, they're going to ask you.
I probably won't even be here when that happens.
Well, it's taken over the world. So do you think that Pittsburgh should regret going all in for Rodgers, considering now that it is as complicated as artificial intelligence?
No, it's always been complicated. And Thomas Tuchel is a smart, bright individual. He's just saying it's complicated because of all the nuances and the pieces that have to be put in place, or was probably put in place prior to Rodgers signing the contract, which is let's move on from the receiver. Let's figure out who we could draft in the draft, what running back. It's just all, you got to put a lot together. And he's being respectful to the Rooneys as well as his partners. So I don't have a problem with them having to sit and wait on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the best bet for them right now. It's the best bet. Everybody's gone, Joy. He's the last man. He's the last man standing.
They chose to wait until everyone was gone.
But was there really any other
yeah, they
options?
had the whole draft.
Yeah, I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't come?
I don't think that's the what if. What if I don't think is a real issue though, Paul, because he's already worked whatever it is out with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he will be there. He can't
what's the hold up on the announcement?
He'd probably just being Aaron Rodgers. That's my belief. He's just being Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, the Steelers regretting it. I regret it for him. I've never understood this from the beginning. Now, you know, hearing this, it's not fully a done deal. It's complicated. What's complicated? You're retiring or you're playing for the Steelers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Thomas meant by it's complicated other than what I just explained. There's a lot of moving pieces in part to get him there, which is they probably had to get Pickens out, right? Not because Aaron Rodgers has said get him out, but they wanted to get that thing taken care of. They have to find a running back. They had to go through the draft process because they already have secured Aaron Rodgers for the future. Not the future, but meaning the upcoming season. I'll say that because I almost made you fall out your chair.
I mean, this is how they live now. What am I supposed to do? If he doesn't come, they have Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, and Skylar Thompson.
I wish y'all stopped saying if he does. He's going 100%. Now, I'm not going to pull a Paul, but I can guarantee you
100%?
100%.
You're not willing to
No, I'm not willing to walk and do none of that, but 100% he's going to be a
OTAs start May 27th.
I believe he will be at OTAs.
Believe he'll be there.
I believe he will.
You're not willing to bet a walking journey that he will.
No, I'm not willing to do that. No.
Why?
Because he may decide.
Based on your insider information.
Yeah.
Because he may decide not to go to OTAs because it's not mandatory. And he may see, you asked, I'm giving. He may decide that minicamp in June is more important.
You should have been a lawyer. You should be Aaron's lawyer.
I'm just saying, you asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
Why would he
just
not
like
be at
everybody else,
OTAs?
they ask the question, you give them an answer, it ain't the answer they want, they get mad.
Why would he not be at OTAs?
You're asking what if, and I said the only thing I can see.
You 100% believe that he will be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
100%. 100%. Because look, think about it this way, Joey and Paul. Do you think that Aaron Rodgers wants to hold them hostage and then leave them standing at the altar? I don't.
Do I think he wants to?
Yeah.
No, but I think he will.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'll leave them standing at the altar.
Why not?
Because it for whatever you think about him right now, it will completely send a different message again as to who he is and clarify everything that everybody's been saying about him and his behavior over the last several years and what type of person he is and can't be trusted. That's what he would stamp that.
Should Pittsburgh regret it?
I think they already regret it. I mean, they regret it now. They're gonna regret it when he gets there because I got a feeling that this season is not gonna go the way they wanted to go, even with Aaron Rodgers. Just the way that things are aligning, I'm seeing it. You know, Tomlin's made the playoffs in all of his years. This is gonna probably be the first year he doesn't make the postseason in so long, or have a winning season. So I truly believe they're regretting it right now, and they just got to deal with what they got.
You're laughing at me.
He's done with this segment, Paul. He's done. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.